Hello and welcome everyone. And thank you for joining us today. My name is Märt and I'm the consultant at Ecom Catalyst. Today, Katarzyna, Senior Success Manager from SALESmanago.
Hello.
And I will speak about how SALESmanago platform helps to cope with the seasonality of the home and gardening industry. Katarzyna will introduce herself afterwards when her part starts. So some administrative stuff. So recorded version of this webinar will be available. So if somebody has to run away, be certain we will send this webinar afterwards via link. And today's agenda. So today we'll speak about four main things. So it's about challenges faced by home and gardening industry. Then how to utilize MarTech to overcome them. Then Kasia will share the PORTA's story of success case study. And then I will speak about how we can get the success by incorporation. So, and some words about myself also. So I have been working in different technologies past 10 years, working with hardware, software, with SaaS companies. And during the last 3 years, I have pivoted my focus to help e-commerce businesses. So it has been mostly about web personalization, marketing automation, CDPs, everything to grow. And my background also includes studying in the art university, where the faculty was interaction design. So everything with the customer's experience, it's close to my heart. And regarding experience with different platforms, I have working also with Salesforce, HubSpot, and today I'm happy to share my insights from SalesManago. Before digging in, I thought that it makes sense to get everybody on the same ground, what has been from the past, before we can directly go to the bright future. So everybody know that during the COVID times, it was really good growth in the e-commerce in the home and gardening industry, and then we saw real decline. It was dropping really fast. And during the time when everything was growing, then people had good problems, and then it started businesses to feel that it's really hard. All the customers I have been speaking with in 2023, it was really hard times. So it was hard to get the growth. Some of them had to also face the real revenue drops. So now comes the question that what's next? Because the economy is still unstable. Ukraine war is ongoing. Energy crises are still there. So people are not so happy to give out money. And this is the new normality. People don't spend money as they used to. So the world has been navigating through the challenges last year. And the trends, what we see right now, are from one wall to another. So some of the experts telling everything is going to be better and better in next days. Some of them are more saying that we have to embrace the situation where we are right now. So when we look at the numbers from surveys, then 33% of global consumers have adjusted their shopping habits due to the economic downturn. And this is where we can see that here these percentages that 56% of the people also had to reduce their spending on their essential items like groceries and household essentials. This reflects the growing importance of the managing finances effectively and prioritizing the basic needs for the customers. And 61% of the consumers delaying non-essential purchases like electronics, gadgets, gardening supplies. So we see that people are cutting their expenses quite a lot. It all comes down now, how is the purchasing journey? So a lot of people have made their impulsive purchasing quite a lot, but now half of them are telling they are not doing it anymore, so often at least. A lot of them are making searches before they start to purchase, to understand what is the price levels in other shops, etc. So we have to understand that knowing your customer, it's becoming more and more important. Also, half of the people are saying that before making these larger purchases, they are waiting for the sales, always looking for the best prices. And half of them tell also that they are relying on loyalty benefits. And this is quite important to understand that all these customers who we have, it is very important to keep them, to nurture them. And these numbers, when I'm telling about these numbers, then we have to understand that it shows the market, but still it consists of different people. And some of them are still getting decent income, are happy to buy fancy stuff. So, and another segment is definitely people who care about their hobbies. They are happy to spend their last pennies to get their hobbies going. So segmentation, understanding of your customer. And this is the keyword actually for overcoming all these problems. Then when we start to speak about personalization, and I told that this is actually the most important part right now for the growth. Consumers are increasingly looking for these personalized experiences, and this is the opportunity for us. Here also, I'm very fond of numbers, so that at least then we all understand the same way what our customers think. So 59% of the customers saying that they are happy to pay more from their preferred brand. 67% say that this loyalty program has the critical importance, and 1/3 of the people have switched away past year, referring to bad loyalty program. So it is the personalization, and it's about loyalty programs. And when I was reading about survey, then it was interesting about what is the bad loyalty program. So basically, it comes to the situation when people feel that brand or company doesn't know about them. that they are giving them irrelevant information, or it is not consistent, or the business doesn't appreciate all their spending and effort what they have done in their shop. So to keep this all in mind. So to receive the personal content, people actually have to give away their data to help businesses to understand them. And this is also very interesting topic, how people are feeling about their privacy. Some years ago, I was involved in designing the payment solution for the bank. And then we went on the streets to talk with the people and asked how they feel if we know everything about them. And it turned out that the generations thought about it quite differently. So then Gen, they were like happy. We can give away all our privacy. We don't care. Everything is cool. Millennials, they were also quite happy to give away, but they felt it has to be like contractual, that I have to know what I'm giving away and what I will get for it. And it was also interesting that they didn't like the idea that the information will be received by giants like Google or Meta. So it is important to tell people always why we ask the information, what we will do with that, and what you will get back. So most meaningful way to bond with the customer is to build on the zero-party data, just to ask them. Because no AI or machine learning will ever know customers better than they know themselves. Okay. And now I come to this slide when we can start to speak how we can get to the personalization. So one way is always like, there are tons of different marketing solutions out there. So for each step on the buying journey, we can utilize different technology. Then there is always a problem how to get them together in a meaningful way. And also it's not only the question of the business wise, it's also the question of technical wise and also customer experience, because our employees, marketers, we all want to feel also that these softwares what we are using, that it can solve our problems, but it's also easy and comfortable way how to use it. So from SALESmanago point of view, we can bring everything together. And I think I'm going to introduce you these three principles. So it is about customer intimacy, precision execution, and growth intelligence. Basically, you can achieve the high-end personalization only when you combine all these three. And I think most important that we can do that with no code, and it means that we can test rapidly to understand what works, what doesn't. So all that means that we need a good way how to collect data. So about the customer intimacy layer. So what's that? It's authentic relationship with their customer. You have all the information your customers is willing to share with you. For example, Your favorite customer using different devices, mobile, office, laptop, desktop at home. He loves to travel, make the research before purchasing, has history visiting on-site shops. So you have very different touch points where customer can interact with their shop. And you need a place where to bring that all together. So customer data platform to create the single source of truth. And this is like very, very important, because if you have the data in all different places, then you can't bring it together in the right way, and it will be then inaccurate communication, and your customers will be unhappy, as we saw from the previous slides about the loyalty. So people are running away. It all comes down these little things, how we feel when we are visiting our favorite restaurant, bar. People already know what we like, greeting you, and this is a very important part of the relationship. So the next principle, it's precision execution, which is like a supreme multi-channel experience. We're taking in the consideration which channels the customers are using, where they're active, what products they like, and we are utilizing the data, what we are collecting on the customer intimacy layer. And then we will orchestrate all that in one communication with from this single source. And it will assure that our communication will be consistent, websites, emails, ads from all channels. So, and also about delivering it on the right moment. But still, we have tons of data, and we need to use the third principle, it's growth intelligence. So it is the combination of insights delivered by the platform based on the analytics, and it uses the data from different interactions. Customer participation on different campaigns, channels, buying process, transactional data, etc. So platform is smart, but we still need the human guidance. So it is like you can combine the insights from artificial intelligence with the knowledge of people. And it is the base for the lean approach. You know, focusing on building and testing small, low-risk experiments to identify what works, what doesn't. So lean approach is about constantly iterating and improving the campaigns based on data and feedback. And this is a very important thing, always to remember that technology never works itself. It always need like smart people around it. And this is the place where SALESmanago and consultants have a very important role to help you to get the best out of it. So I'm not going to speak about this slide because I know that on every Wednesday there is a SALESmanago demo. Just come and see it, register on our webpage. But important part is that all these three principles, they need good features, technology. And as you can see, there are a lot of them. So please meet us on Wednesdays. But now I'm stopping my part. I gave the overview about the challenge, how the current situation is on the market, and also that to overcome these challenges, we have to start from the personalization. So, Kasia, please, the floor is yours to introduce the case study.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Märt. My name is Kasia, and it's a pleasure to be here with you and share the story of PORTA's success in overcoming challenges in the home and garden industry through MarTech solutions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can write on the chat window, and I will try to answer these questions after my part. So firstly, let me introduce myself. I'm Senior Customer Success Manager at SALESmanago, where I've had the privilege of owning my expertise in marketing automation campaigns through over last 3 years. I have a background in economic studies and psychology, and it actually helped me to enhance some insights into customer behavior and market dynamics. And why I am here? Because over the year, I cooperated with PORTA and had this great opportunity to support their SALESmanago implementations. And I'm very happy to share their story of success together with you. Märt, could you please, oh, thank you. I'm sure that most of you know PORTA company. However, because of the fact that we have here people from different parts of world, I will also introduce PORTA. So PORTA is a well-known Polish brand. They specializes in manufacturing and distributing doors across Europe. And for 30 years, the company's experts have been reaching for the latest technologies and trends, also tracking world design innovations and adapting them to the local needs. And since its inception, PORTA has made a significant mark in the European market, delivering quality and innovation in its products. And I would say that in Poland, everyone knows PORTA. And they sell their products through a network of over 100 authorized dealers with lounges and commercial warehouses in major Polish cities. And the dealers work with more than 1,500 retail points of sales. But when it comes to PORTA partnership with SALESmanago, they started their journey with us in April 2022. And they decided to have a single tenant environment. And despite the fact that they do not have the e-commerce platform, they decided for SALESmanago. Their strategy included utilizing e-commerce functionalities, even because they do not have an e-commerce platform, and they implemented many recommendation frames also crafted by SALESmanago custom design team to enhance customer engagement. Märt, could you please change the slide? Thank you. Okay, so when it comes to challenges PORTA faced, there were several challenges, and the challenges included the lack of e-commerce platform, also the diverse client base spanning both a B2B and a B2C sector. And also the needs to intensify lead generation and nurturing efforts. However, I can say that with strategic planning and the right tools in place, they were able to turn these challenges into opportunities to growth. Okay, so let's move on to the solutions that were used by PORTA. On their website, there are many products that can be downloaded by user. it is actually the great way to encourage our users to sign up. It is also a great way to provide them with some nice products like ebooks, like a configurator of doors that PORTA has. So it is a great way to gather new leads. And at the heart of PORTA's strategy were actually these lead nurturing campaigns. And they were triggered when a user showed some interest in specific content, like downloading an ebook or downloading door configurator. And this interest initiated a series of personalized emails, each containing, of course, the information that the user needs, but also the recommendation frames that were tailored to the user's preferences and past interactions. And all of them have been carefully crafted to align with the user's journey and interests, and thereby enhancing engagement and potential conversions. Also, what was also used by PORTA is these custom recommendation frames. It was a key feature based also on the user browsing history. However, not only that, but also this declarative data. And these frames, dynamically updated, were incorporated both on the website and within the automated emails, such as these lead nurturing campaigns. So you can imagine that a user visiting the PORTA website, and it is on at a door design page. And of course, he also sign up through the form. And the subsequent email they receive would include also the recommendations related to similar styles or complementary products, creating a seamless and personalized browsing experience. Also, these custom recommendation frames were created by our custom design team. So the scenarios here were could be more extended. Märt, could you please change the slides? Okay, thank you. This one, thank you. Okay, so the other solution that PORTA implemented was in email marketing with tag-based segmentation. As you know, in SALESmanago, there are many possibilities to introduce segmentation. And PORTA used this segmentation to send out the right context to the right segments of their contacts. So they categorized their audience based on specific tags related to their interests, behaviors, and also interactions. And because of that, PORTA could deliver content that resonated more deeply with each segment. And I can admit that the open rate and click-through rate statistics were quite impressive here. Not only they implemented the segmented audience of their email messages, but also in the email itself, there is a high level of personalization, because you can find there not only the recommendation frames, but also the dedicated configurator, the very like I would say that it is the the personalization on the very high level, because each contact can have a different door configurator, and all of them can receive it via email. Not only the email marketing with tag-based segmentation, but PORTA also implemented dynamic segmentation matrix. These tag segmentation were improved by the dynamic segment, because probably maybe some of you know that in SALESmanago you can create a matrix, and if the URLs of the website are structured, you can assign tags based on the visits on the website. And in PORTA case, they have this door configurator where actually the categories of the doors are hidden. So so we exactly know which category of the door the specific user is interested in, and also after he requests of send to us the information that he's interested in receiving the content from us, we can use this information and we can share with him exactly these doors that he was interested in, or the similar products. So this dynamic segmentation is quite a useful tool, especially if you have structured URLs in the on the website. Another solution, which is very often used by our clients, and PORTA also implemented this kind of implementations, are pop-ups. Pop-ups on the website that are served as an effective lead generation tool. And these weren't intrusive, but appeared contextually, offering additional value like exclusive content for potential customers. In PORTA's case, there are many of such pop-ups on their websites. And they appear with some information on the latest campaign as well. There is the division for the anonymous users and the identified users, as well as there is also a different content for pop-up for B2B and B2C clients. So here, while creating the pop-ups, PORTA also use the personalized content, and these implementations are also based on the segments. Another good solution that PORTA implemented is B2B client alerts. As you know, this sector has its own challenges, and very important is to be able to react on the react almost in the real time on the people's behavior. To be able to provide the support and everything that these B2B clients also needs. So recognizing the distinct needs of B2B clients, PORTA implemented these specialized alerts. And these alerts were designed to provide business clients with timely updates, offers, or information that was relevant to their specific business needs, enhancing the B2B customer experience and loyalty. I can say that it was very useful, and very useful that the specific users of PORTA's account can receive these alerts and can also share this information with their dealers. So yeah, these alerts were quite effective in running the campaigns. Okay, so at the end of my speech, I can say that the approach PORTA, sorry, it is not the end because I will also provide some results, but at the end of this part of solutions, I can say that approach PORTA and SALESmanago took was a blend of technology and customer-centric marketing. And by leveraging a range of tools, from personalized email campaigns to dynamic web content, PORTA not only addressed the immediate challenge of not having an e-commerce platform, but also set a new standard in personalized customer engagement in their industry. And let's move on to the results that PORTA gained with SALESmanago. And they were, I can admit that they were quite impressive, because this SALESmanago intervention led to remarkable outcomes. And even without an e-commerce setup, PORTA's campaigns echoed online retail strategies. One of the email achieved an impressive 84% of open rate, which was amazing, and 48% of click-through rate. And it was this implementation of the dynamic campaign based on the also on the behaviors on PORTA's website. Also, visitors to the PORTA website are interested in its digital products, such as these ebooks or a door configurator, and adapting email communication to this behavior of visitors was a good choice. Because of that, some of the campaigns enjoy really great responses from recipients that are visible in the statistics. For example, open rate in quarter 3 of 2023 was approximately 70–80%. And click-through rate generated for one of these campaigns was as much as more than 70%. So it is a very impressive results, and I am sure that it is because of the personalization that PORTA used and much dedication in the prepared campaigns. Also, these great results of lead nurturing campaigns, these lead generation campaigns, affected the overall statistics on PORTA's account, because the average open rate was about 34% and click-through rate about 14%. And it was only the campaigns that were implemented via automation rules. However, these ones from the workflow, where most of the more complex paths were implemented, they resulted in 43% of open rate. So it was quite impressive, especially because of the fact that on PORTA account there are many of the workflows, many of the automation rules. Some of them are passed, and they can also decrease these numbers. So I can, like, as a summary here of these results, I can say that, of course, we cannot say here anything about the sales because PORTA has not integrated this transactional history. However, the open rate, the click-through rate, the interest their users showed while interacting with emails sent through SALESmanago is very impressive, and it resulted in a great results. Okay, and as a summary, at the end of my speech, I can say that PORTA's case is a proof that and an example on how traditional business can successfully integrate advanced digital marketing tool to elevate customer engagement and loyalty, even in the absence of an e-commerce platform. And it was for me a really great experience to have this opportunity to meet PORTA team, to meet their very engaged people, especially Irena, who is here with us today. And at the end, I will read the comment from Irena. There are no unattainable results. A well-coordinated and cooperating team is the basis of success, and the cooperation between PORTA and SALESmanago is a best proof. So thank you very much for for the time, I will check, but I do not see any questions. So thank you. If some, okay, now I can see that there is one question. How is contact segmentation set in SALESmanago? So actually, this is quite extended topic, because we can have a separate webinar about how the segmentation can be set in SALESmanago. But to provide you with some short answer, many of segments can be based on tags. So tags are the keywords that can be assigned to contact after a specific interaction, or after a specific interaction, or because of the integration of your platform, and also based on the visits. For example, on PORTA's case, they use both. So actually some tags were assigned within the integration. So when the new user appeared on the website, he signed up, he usually was sent to SALESmanago with some specific tag, with some specific keyword, which created a segment in SALESmanago. And then we had the information that this is the person from the this is the person that is B2B client or B2C client, for example. But also some of the implementations, like pop-ups that are created in SALESmanago, by the default they have the option to assign tags. So after you sign up through the pop-up that appear on the website, you can be also sent, your contact can be also sent with a specific tag. Not only this, but also some tags can be based on the visits. And this was actually one of the solutions that PORTA implemented. They have a dynamic segmentation matrix. So whenever somebody visiting the specific URL on the door configurator, he can be assigned with a special tag, which tells us which of the category of the doors they are interested in. So actually there, I only mentioning here tags, but in SALESmanago we can create also segments based on the details, based on some other information on contacts. But the most useful is our tags. Okay, and it was only one. There was only one. There is only one question, so. So I guess that it's all. Thank you for your time. And Märt, I know that you would like to add something.
Yeah, thanks, Katarzyna. So it was great to hear. It's always great to hear all these success stories. It makes happy. So thanks. I will move on with slides. So basically, I think that most important parts we have already spoken. I just wanted to say that what is the consultancy role during the implementation, how we work. So it is we're also helping the customer to make the marketing automation strategy development. So implementation, configuration. In many cases, when we set up the solutions, it needs also some integrations. So this is the place where we come in. Then it's also sometimes when marketing team needs a little bit help on the first campaign creation, management. This is also something what we are happy to help with. And then, of course, content strategy and writing, because we always need a good content to make all the personalization happen. But also about the ideas how we actually make all the projects succeed. I have worked with very different businesses. larger ones, telecoms in Austria, Estonia, Latvia, smaller e-commerce sites. It's always a question of the project lead. And what does it mean to get this project successful? It's early involvement of key stakeholders, so that when we start to plan the new technology or some innovation improvements, it's always important to get all the key stakeholders on board as soon as possible from the early start, so that everybody knows what's going to happen. Then clearly defined goals and objectives. It's very important because in many cases, all the technology is different. We have to know what the technology has to achieve. So about the scope, everybody knows exactly where we're going, where we're running, what is our main challenges. It's very important. Resources and budget. Many cases, what I have seen, it's also the problem that, okay, we can allocate many people, it's not a problem. But during the setup process, innovation, it's also important to allocate the resources from your side also. Transparency, so that always in the projects there can be obstacles. It's a very rare case when there isn't any obstacle. So to overcome them, the most important thing, everybody honest, transparent, can speak about everything. Tracking progress and measuring success. It comes back to these KPIs, everything, so that everybody knows why and what we are doing. And then adjustments, adoption. On the road, there can be times when we have to shift a little bit, and everybody has to know that this is okay, everybody feel comfortable, and we are doing it together because it's one team. It doesn't matter if there is consultants and then we have a customer and then we have the SALESmanago. So when we're doing it, then we are always one team and cooperating together. I just wanted to show this slide because I know that we all think that, oh, it's very simple and we remember always these little principles, but time to time it's good to remind them when we start the new processes. So that's all from my side, actually. I hope that you got some new ideas from our webinar. It was really great presentation from Katarzyna, so thanks. And when you ever have questions, thoughts, please email, call me. I'm happy to speak always. So thank you for your time. And see you.
Thank you very much, Märt.
Bye.
Bye.